Hello, my pickles, my snowflakes, my no matter what club members, and my Goldilocks. Here we are. We're going to do this again. This is Sarah from Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto, just doing another keto day, and it just works. I've got today is, as I record this, is a pizza day, and so I have my cauliflower. Maybe it's red pepper crust, maybe it's just the original, but I've got my crust planned with my pizza and my ingredients, and I load it up with veggies and some different meats and some mozzarella pearls. I love those pearls. And that is my little meal for the day for my OMAD. And before I do that, I come here, I do a little video. I, get ready for the day. I don't shop in my bathrobe. I know you must be surprised. You would expect to see me in a bathrobe, right? And then I go and I do my day because my food is in order. It's in the chronometer. I've got the ingredients in. Anything that needs to be prepped for making it is going to be prepped. I try to go easy with smells when I'm cooking, so I don't like annoy. Greg he doesn't do smells well in the morning, so I try to put it off as long as I can, like the sausage, and then I just go and do my day, and I come home and I'm ready to do the OMAD. I love OMAD. If you don't do OMAD and you do something different and it works for you, that's great. The point is finding your lovely nirvana, content, peaceful, happy, filling way of eating is. It's not about, taking somebody else's journey and saying, I want that for me, and doing it their way. And once again, hitting that smack wall of things not working. It takes a long time in the woods figuring out what works for you. It may not work for the person next to you. So don't adopt somebody else's way of eating. We're all so different. That's what really floors me is when people have a one size fits all food plan diet, like a company, a for-profit company, and they think it's all going to work out for us. I rely on other people's videos, and I also rely on places like Hungry Girl with products, and I rely on, how I feel, right? I want to feel at the end of my meal like I'm good to go. There's a full place in my belly as I finish my meal before my oral hygiene moment where it's like, you're done, girly. But that place where it's like, yep, I am full enough, fed enough, so I can go all the way to the next day with my clean intermittent fasting, meaning just black coffee and just plain water, no flavors with either, no things in the coffee anymore, no sweeteners or creamers or loaded like I used to with coconut oil and ghee and butter and all the fixins. None of that anymore. So just black coffee and just plain water until I have my next OMAD the next day at like 2 in the afternoon. It just so suits me that I can't really imagine / remember a time when, I struggled to get here. When I did begin the OMAD, I was at 2MAD. At noon, I would have something eggy, like a breakfast type of thing, eggs and cheese, something like that. I know Mark Sisson, my boyfriend, he has a big ass salad usually at noon, and then I would eat 3 or 4ish and have like the entree, the main meal, and then I kind of gave up that noon meal and moved the clock up to have my OMAD. And I gave myself permission, if it didn't work, that I could go back to 2MAD at any time. And I never did. It took about a week of adjusting, but I felt so much better because I know that after I had the second meal, it still felt like a little more than what I wanted. That when my belly, I don't know, maybe it's intuitive eating, maybe it's an intuitive fullness at this point. I just know when there's enough there. I'm a volume eater. And so, as I came back from being a carnivore to being keto with veggies, I know that veggies fill in all the blanks. It's like when you have that, you see, you're in that science class or something where they have that um, glass bowl with the rocks in it, right? And they pour the water in. It's kind of like the veggies are the water part around the rocks. The rocks are like the protein part, the cheese and the dairy and the meat, things like that. And so the veggies with the ghee on them or butter on them kind of take up, that's the water that I pour in, and the whole glass full being my belly. And when it's full, but not in a loaded, too much of food way, that beached whale feeling. It's just a nice, comfortable fullness that I know will hold me to the next day. And usually I'm not hungry, until it gets close to it. And I know, like around noon, I kind of get excited. It's like, oh, today is pizza day. Oh, that'll be fun. Or tomorrow, it's like, oh, this is Big Green Egg Day. I'm looking forward to that ribeye steak from the Brazilian butchery. Oh boy. So, I'm like the village idiot about food. I'm easily amused. I love my food, but I am a Goldilocks about it too. I'm particular. I like things a certain way. Fortunately, Greg is along for the ride because I feed him too. So it all just works out. And I'm not a saint. I don't have a halo, a keto halo. There are some things every now and then that I have because I'm on maintenance. And at first it was like on a trial basis, and now it kind of works. It doesn't screw up my head because it's the head that gets screwed up, but I'm able to enjoy life, enjoy foods, and everything starts with my keto plan. Now, today, as I record this, I know that I'm going to go into my chronometer for next week and start putting in what I'm having Monday, Tuesday, the week. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are kind of like always the same. And I've got a lot of beef stew and turkey cauliflower kind of stew soup in the freezer. So I kind of have one of those on a Monday. And I know that, that's what I have. And what I do is with the turkey cauliflower soup, I buy a turkey rotisserie turkey breast at one of the better kind of stores. They have them. They usually don't have them at the other retail places. And the turkey really is the je ne sais pas for me. Makes a difference. And so I use that. It's the turkey breast. It's easy to make. Cauliflower, sauteed onions and celery. I use the better than bouillon. Done. There's my little keto turkey cauliflower soup. With the beef stew, I take leftover beef from the Big Green Egg. So it's had that smoky flavor because Greg smokes the meat before cooking it. And I use that in the crock pot with cauliflower and some carrots. Oh, carrots go on the turkey thing too. And don't be afraid of a carrot. Yes, it's got, it's higher in sugar than broccoli, but it's a carrot, okay? Carrots aren't my problem. And so then I cook that in the crock pot, and it just, with the better than bouillon beef as well. And it just all blends nicely. Oh, I use pearl onions. I buy them in the freezer section. Don't be afraid of little onion. I usually give the onions to Greg in his bowl, but the stew has the flavorings of that. And I put that in the crock pot so the meat gets nice and break apart tender, and it's got the smoky flavor. So that's my Monday meal. So next week, my particular Tuesday will be a pork chop. Greg will smoke it on the grill, and then will have it. And sometimes it's with like an acorn squash, sometimes a butternut squash, and sometimes a spaghetti squash. And then Wednesday is really the wild card day. It's like, what will I have? Well, porterhouse steaks are on sale this week at Star Market. So we'll have those. And there's the week because I have eggs on Thursday and the Brazilian butchery ground beef on Friday. If you haven't gone to a butcher and gotten your beef ground to have your little ground beef patty, you don't know what you're missing. Let me just say that. So that's the excitement here. It's just simple foods done frequently. I don't get bored or tired. And then, I'll add things like I'll do spare ribs. I'll do like a meatloaf. I'll do um, boneless pork. I'll do pot roasts. I'll do, other things too. Oh, chicken breasts and chicken thighs. And life is good. I love food. And so, but I'm particular about it. I have my OMAD and then I have my clean intermittent fasting. And it's just something that I've integrated into my life. So it's just my normal. It's not my new normal. It's just my normal. And it works. And I hope that you are fortunate too to have come up with what works for you and your food program and your keto lifestyle. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, with just a little chit chat, have a coffees, be happy, wicked French roast in my new Joy Jolt double walled glass container. It's a lot smaller than it looks in the camera. So I'll see you here the next time. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with the Keto Lifestyle. Bye bye for now.